Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, just before we started, I was looking at this green agate slice, and what came to me is an oil lamp. It makes me think that what comes to me is you're like an oil lamp right now. An inspiration in the dark, an inspiration for people, like an oil lamp in the dark. Your light shines and it affects people. Actually, I can see here a feminine face. A woman is watching you right now. Whether you're a man or a female, uh, somebody's watching you. A feminine energy is watching you right now. Maybe observing you, maybe admiring you, or maybe just closely watching you at this time. Maybe this person, you caught the attention of this person because you are like, a candle or a lamp in the darkness. Now, what followed is a drop in the center of a bucket. So, what whatever you do, small as it may seem, it affects the whole universe, or it affects your vicinity also. So every little action that you make, it affects everyone around you. So it's like when a drop of water falls into the center of a bucket, it creates waves that reaches out to the periphery. So every act that you do, small as it is, it affects everyone around you. So that is what we can see from the green agate. Now let's try to see what is the tarot reading for you at this day. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the beginning of the day. A tower moment just happened. Okay. So a chapter was closed by the universe. So it is a chapter that closed that is beyond your control. The universe felt that this chapter truly has to close. And somehow it gave you a feeling of insecurity, or for some of you, instability. You see the people free falling. Now, there is a temporary sense of insecurity, or temporary sense of loss of stability, because something that you were relying on or leaning on was taken away. It was completely destroyed. Or so it can be a relationship, it can be a working situation, whatever it is, something closed right now. And it's beyond your control because it's the universe that initiated it. Now, when a tower moment comes, oftentimes transformation follows. The reason why it is closed, it is why a tower moment comes, is because there's a part in your life that you need to let go already. Something that is no longer helpful to you. It can be a relationship, it can be a situation, it can be a certain way of living that you used to have. Now, the universe feels that it's no longer helpful to you and you need to let it go. Right now, I am drawn to the blue agate, and what I see is like a hand holding a little infant inside, like a fetus inside. Something new is beginning to be formed. So, as this chapter closes, something new is being formed right now. It's as if the universe is giving you something new. So be open to that possibility. Now, accept the closing of the chapter because it's beyond our control. It is something that the universe has already initiated. Now, what can we expect in the near future? Okay, I feel this pentacle of the Queen of Pentacles can symbolize the the little fetus or little child in the palm of the hands, no, and somehow the palm of the hand and the fetus is in the center of the palm of the hands, and it forms sort of like a heart shape. When you look at it, it's a heart shape. So it is something that you love, something that you will treasure. Just like the Queen of Pentacles, she is holding gently the pentacle. So it seems that as the chapter closes, the universe has given you something new, something that you need to reflect on, something that you need to nurture and care for gently. Just like here, the hands are gently holding the little child in the hand. So it's the same. The Queen of Pentacles is also holding gently the pentacle in her hand. It can lead to stability, whether in health, in all aspects of your person, spirit, physical, is something that, but it's something that needs nurturing, something that needs to be protected also. So if it's a new idea, don't just share it to everyone. You need to nurture it. There's something about nature that is important here right now. I could see some trees here. So yeah, I think here also with the Queen of Pentacles, there is a lot of nature here. I think your creativity will flourish even more, and your project will grow even more if you will spend more time being close to nature. I think it will make you more receptive to the guidance coming from the universe, and when you are receptive, then your creativity will even grow. You see here, there's a rabbit. No? So the rabbit can also symbolize fertility and creativity. The little girl here, or the little child, I don't know why I said little girl, okay. It can also be an infant for some of you. Somebody might be pregnant right now, and it can be a little girl, okay. Try to see if it resonates with you. Now, you need to nurture this one. This one seems to be a gift coming from the universe. So take good care. If it's a child that is already being conceived in the womb, take good care of this child. This child is precious. It's a gift coming from the universe. So take good care of it. Now, what is the advice of the universe for us? Truly, a chapter has to be closed. Okay, you see here, it was a painful chapter. We have here the Ten of Swords. And you need to really, it's beyond your control. You see, the man here is helpless. He was stabbed 10 times, no? So it can be also you were in a situation that was painful and you were helpless. You have no choice. It's a tower moment also. So something, a chapter has truly closed, but something promising is waiting. So if it's truly a child, then take good care of the child. If it's a new project, take good care of this project. Whether it's a physical child or a project or an inspiration, you need to nurture it, you need to protect it, and you need to listen to the guidance coming from the divine or the universe, so that you will be able to find creative means and ways to make this new inspiration grow. You need to accept the closing of the chapter. You have no choice except to accept that the chapter has closed. But you see here, the sun is beginning to rise, and also around the queen, something is beginning to, the sun is already sunny, the sun is rising, and something new is beginning to form. So be open to the transition, let go of the past, and welcome the promising future. So this is what we have for the Good Morning Tarot. Try to see how this resonates with your present life situation. Let us now go to the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the message comes from J.M. Barrie, and the message is, those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. It makes me think of what we saw in the green agate, a drop in a bucket of water. If you do something, small as it may seem, you cannot keep it from yourself, from the others, okay? Those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. So the, when you bring sunshine to others, no, when you do something, it really affects others, small as they may seem, and you can bring inspiration. The tower moment right now might have closed something that might be painful, but there is always the hope of a new tomorrow. And when you look at the Queen of Pentacles, she's someone who is very creative, and she brings sunshine to everything around her, because as she sits on her throne, rabbits are running around, flowers are starting to bloom around her, everything seems to be growing, everything seems to be blooming at this time. So, in a certain sense, after the closing of a chapter, you seem to be bringing sunshine to everything around you. So, when you bring sunshine into the lives of others, you cannot keep it also from yourself. The sunshine will also reflect on you. If you bring good things to others, good things will come back to you. When you always have a positive effect on the whole collective, the response of the universe is positive also. It's when you do positive things will come back to you. So, painful as the chapter that might have closed, if we could try to relate it to the tarot reading, the painful closing of the chapter is always followed by something promising. It can be the little child in the blue agate that is held in the arms. You need to cherish it, and somehow this new inspiration can be also a light that you can share to the world. When you share that light to the world, you too will benefit from it. And when you give positive things will come back to you. So this is what we can see from the self-care tip and our Good Morning Tarot. I hope that it is helping you at this present moment, especially for those who truly resonates that you are having a tower moment at this time, a crisis. Whatever crisis you have, these too will pass, and something promising is starting to grow in your life situation. A gift coming from the universe. So keep your eyes open for this gift. If you finally realize what it is, this new gift is, and if this gift resonates with our reading, then nurture it, protect it. It's the light that you will be bringing to the world in the near future. So, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.